his brother, Keith Grump, who had no more ruling experience than a stud. With Grump in power, existing inequality grew. Oppressed witches were angry. A revolution began to brew. We now set the stage to look at the fight for witches and see if they defeat the ruler. Keith.
Sire? Sire!
What?
They're at it again?
What are they complaining about this time?
It's chaos, it's a riot, it's so much worse than usual. It's Morgan.
That witch has caused me more problems in my 1 year of being king than anyone else has in my entire life.
Shall I let them in, sire?
Are you insane? Of course not. That would mean more chaos. I know I hide this really well, but I'm not exactly the greatest at people.
If you don't do something now, this could get really out of hand. She's got thousands gathered out there. You never know what they do next. Witches be crazy.
Fine! But only Morgan. The last thing we need is a riot inside the castle as well. Oh, watching Arthur do this job made everything seem so easy. I didn't know that being king would be actual work.
King Grump?
Oh. Morgan, we meet at last.
Perhaps we should proceed to the matter at hand?
Ah! Yes! What is the matter at hand? I can't have things like this wasting my valuable time.
You mean all that valuable time spent in the jousting ring? You know, instead of on the throne.
How dare you! A strong body creates a strong mind.
Actually,
You stay out of
The
it.
horse literally does all of the work for you.
Silence! Order in the throne room!
Now the tyrant king shows his true colors.
Please, just tell me what you want. I'm a very busy man.
I want equality for witches. Too long have we been stepped on by people viewed as greater magic users. I could cast circles around this putz, but am I court wizard? No. I'm stuck doing tricks at birthday parties, beheadings, casting beauty spells, and other things that do not by any means require a magic user as advanced as I am.
The crown is not responsible for the troubles of one measly witch. Sucks that you had bad luck, but...
But that's the thing. I'm not the only one who's accumulated tons of debt and can't even make the money to pay it off. Witches only make 50% of what the average wizard, warlock, or sorcerer make for the same job.
If only there were proof of this statistic, but alas, I don't believe there is.
But that's where you are wrong, sir. I have spent years gathering this data from castles and other such centers of magical employment, and I must say, it is quite shocking. This is what the average wizard makes in a year, and this is what the average witch makes in a year. Barely enough to live on. I'm lucky my broom hasn't been repossessed.
How do I know this data hasn't been faked? It seems awfully convenient.
Well, maybe some people like to create arguments based on facts rather than facts based on arguments.
Oh, madam, if that isn't the rudest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, and that's the the other thing. I haven't even begun at the rudeness, and that's putting it very gently, that we face every day. Or the crimes committed against us, one after the other. It seems that just anyone can burn a witch at the stake these days for no particular reason at all. Law enforcement does nothing about it. I won't yet have been executed for something ridiculous. Burn the witch! Burn her! They're always chanting. It's an atrocity.
If this is happening, I would have seen it, or at least heard of it.
Well, maybe you would if you would listen instead of living in blissful ignorance. And surely, you must have heard about this in wizarding school. Oh, wait. Did you even go?
I mean, secondary education is really nothing in comparison to good old-fashioned practice, adventure, and experience.
See, you don't even have a formal wizarding education, and I spent 7 years at Pig Boyle's School of Witchcraft to end up brewing a simple potion every once in a while you get the seat next to the king? A cushy job where actual knowledge of spells is hardly ever utilized or required. I or any of the witches out there could do so much for the realm, but the system in place prevents it.
Yes! Speaking of potions, Merlin, I could really use some of that drought for my gout. It's been acting up here.
And still you do nothing. I don't even think you've been paying attention this entire time. All you care about is yourself. I hope your gout takes your bloody foot off.
That is absolutely simply wrong.
What was that?
The witches have grown restless. They are hurling fireballs at the castle.
What? I told you all to keep this contained. Why do I even bother? Go back out there and do your job.
It's kind of difficult to fight fireballs with what supplies we have. You decided to redecorate the castle instead of buying the catapults we needed.
Silence!
Maybe you calling for silence all the time is what got us in this mess. Maybe if you just listen to what they have to say.
Silence! Clint! You are lucky I'm not trying you for treason. Now be gone with you.
He's right, you know. If you would listen to anybody, even your own guards, maybe you wouldn't be in the situation right now.
Get back out there and protect my keys!
To be fair, sire, the guards are here mostly to keep out common thieves and crazies, and not to handle a situation of this magnitude.
Ah, yes! Now I remember. That's why I have you here. Most powerful sorcerer in all the land.
But, sire, I haven't had time to prepare. The magic it would require to control this crowd is no simple matter.
I think I heard something.
What is it?
A sad, pathetic excuse from a wizard who hasn't actually worked a day in his life.
Silence, witch! This is a very serious matter. Merlin, fix this! Morgan, I'll have you know that you are inside this castle as well. You're in just as much danger.
However, I know how to protect myself against these kinds of things. You do not.
This has been your plan all along, hasn't it? This is what you wanted, to destroy me for old time. You never intended on being civil.
Has it ever occurred to you that some of us may perhaps have minds of our own?
Quit smarting off with me! You are the one who caused this mess. You are going to fix it.
Is that a threat?
It's a very strong suggestion. I wouldn't want something to happen to you. After all, witches aren't the only ones who can make fire.
The public isn't going to give us their respect without your support. Lead the way. We are trying our best, but we can't do this on our own. I will not rest until we get what we deserve.
Oh, you'll get what you deserve, all right. Okay, fine. You win. I will go outside and announce that I will begin working on a law that ensures witches the same rights as wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, magicians, alchemists, and any other sort of magic user.
How do I know you're not lying?
My dear, have I ever lied before?
You're not even going to dignify that with a response.
You're just going to have to trust me. Deal?
I didn't expect you to change your mind this quickly.
Nonsense, my dear. Nonsense. I'm a reasonable man. Nobody's as good at being reasonable as I am.
Not hold them off much longer, sire. And quite honestly, this is way above my pay grade. How about that raise, huh?
No! Non-negotiable!
Yeah, reasonable, sure.
Can you two please do something before we burn to a crisp?
Fine. Morgan, you have my word that I won't even consider betrayal. I swear, on the letter G.
That wouldn't be much of an oath for anyone but you.
I need an answer, Morgan. Yes or no?
Fine.
Alas, Grump couldn't be trusted, and so his promise he busted. They went to make a road decree. The witches at last would be free. The happy crowd indeed dispersed, for they were all no longer cursed. Or so they thought, for Grump's promise meant naught. The next day the earth did quake, as Morgan was condemned and burned at the stake. Witches were hunted one by one, and an age of terror and fear begun. You will almost never hear of a good witch in a storybook, and nobody ever takes a second look. But next time you watch a film or hear a story, don't be blinded by a hero's glory. And just remember the witches' courageous fights, the great battle of Morgan and Grump, a quest for witches' rights.